A little over a year and a half ago, I started this new job at the casino, and they required a gaming license. They don't anymore, but they require a gaming license. It's not like I'm working with money or chips or cards or anything. I dump ashtrays, take out the trash, custodial stuff. But they required a gaming license, and you had to have 5 personal references. And one guy I used to work with didn't want to be included in personal references because because gambling is an addiction. And I know it can be. In a year and a half, I've seen some pretty wacko people, but for the most part, people are normal. They're coming in there for entertainment purposes. After work, on Friday night, or, they're just coming in there, spending a few dollars, and they're having fun. It's just gaming. And, I know it's made me think, should you judge people based on the industry they work in? Because with our society, the way it's structured, everything is so intertwined, interchanged. I'm not into gambling addiction. I mean, I don't like that. I can tear feelings apart. But I'm not against casinos. I have fun at casino. Used to, I should say. I haven't gone in a long time. But my wife and I would take $20 and we'd go and get free pop and play some games and sit and listen to live music. I mean, it was just entertainment. We would have spent $20 if we went to the movies. I mean, it's just, you go do something. It would be great to win a jackpot, but that's not what I'm there for. But this judged based on your industry. An extreme example. Remember the fictitious? You probably don't. This is for the internet. These are young people, don't know what Cheers is. But the fictitious character Sam Malone, who owned and ran the bar Cheers, was a recovered alcoholic. He didn't drink, except for his. I think it's seltzer. No, it might have tonic water. He always had bottles of water. He was always drinking bottles of water because he didn't drink alcohol. That's an extreme example of condoning negative behavior. It can be negative. I'm not against drinking either, but I know people can overdo it and it can kill people and ruin lives. And here's another example. When somebody doesn't even know what their company does. I was thinking today about the movie Office Space. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's hilarious. I don't think they ever really talked about what their company did. It was something with computers, and they had their spreadsheets, and there was money programming for money, but they were something about the lines of code, that they're getting ready for Y2K and all this. So but it was really vague. They didn't know what they did, and if they did, it wasn't really important in the movie. But what if they laundered money for a big drug cartel, or something that's directly influencing lives, directly killing people and all this, and indirectly, trickle way down, you get these computer nerds in cubicles. They don't even know what they're doing. Should they be judged based on the industry? If it came to light that they worked for a company, or let's just not say they anymore. I worked in a cubicle for a while. What if it came to light that my company supported sex trafficking, children, slavery, I'm against that. Should I just automatically quit my job? Or, because my job is what's keeping my family afloat. I've got medical insurance. I'm able to pay bills, and I'm not for whatever my company does, the big corporate structure. But all I'm doing is I'm punching numbers in a cubicle. Or the guy that takes all the trash. What if there's a custodian like me in some big company that's dealing in illegal activities and stuff? I mean, do we judge a person based on the corporation they work for? I mean, they don't necessarily even condone that activity, but do we judge them? And we're so separated from our workplace. Yes, if I saw a guy gang raping a little girl and throwing her in the back of a truck or something, I'd be horrified. But if I worked for the company and that happened 6,000 miles away, I really don't have anything to do with it. Should I stop my job? I mean, and what impact would me, the individual, what impact would I have anyway? I mean, I thought about something very similar when I worked for the number one retailer in everywhere, I think. I'm not even going to mention their name because maybe they'll come after a peon like me that didn't even work for them. It's been 8 years since I worked for this big. Their initials are WM, but I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to get in trouble, because corporations have this tendency, not necessarily that corporation, but in general, of going after the little guy and winning huge settlements from something and ruining that person. Just ruining the individual. But, okay, back to the point. When I worked for that corporation, which I thought was a pretty good employer, I found out recently that some of the stores are doing really shady things. There's a lot of exploitation. And there's, the part-time employees working them like full-time employees. And since I've been there, that guy got killed at Black Friday. He got trampled to death. And he was a part-time employee. And they didn't have to pay out because of that. I mean, it was just like, it's not a great employer. I thought it was. I thought it was pretty good. But it turns out it's really not on the corporate level. So should I have quit my job because of that? Because I found out that they really weren't good for other people, even though they were good for me? Just food for thought.